So you're thinking about moving to Buford, Georgia? Well, imagine a place where you live, where you have a really vibrant downtown area, you have easy access to beautiful parks and trails, and also you get the best of both worlds. You can live really close to Lake Lanier without having to pay for the expensive price tag of living on a lake. So if you're considering calling Buford your home, you're in for a treat. In today's video, we're going to take you on an ultimate map tour of Buford. We're going to take you on a journey that will uncover the heart and soul of this incredible town. So by the end of the video, you'll have everything you need to know if Buford, Georgia is the right place for you and your family. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. We're going to embark on an exciting journey together. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss this. So let's dive in.
Okay, let's jump on our computer today. Let's take a look at Buford, Georgia. Buford, Georgia is outlined here in red, as you can see on the Google Maps. Buford, Georgia is in Gwinnett County. It is one of the suburbs here in Gwinnett County. Always like to show you here on Google Maps where it's located. Also, I like to always zoom out so you can see where it's located in regards to relationship to Atlanta. Let's take a look at the distance between Buford, Georgia and the city of Atlanta. I always like to show that to my viewers today so you can see what would be the drive time from Buford, Georgia to Atlanta. Right now it would take you a little bit about 44 to 45 minutes. As you can see down in the Atlanta area, as you get closer to the city, you see a little bit of yellow. If you see red, it is a little bit of congestion down there, but not too much. As you can see, why a lot of people like living in Buford. It's a really easy drive. You just jump on 985 and you head down to 85 down to the city of Atlanta. If you are looking at different suburbs, especially Buford, we always recommend people who are looking from out of state, if you do need to commute back and forth between Buford or one of the cities that you're looking at or suburbs between Buford and Atlanta, we always tell you to take a look at Google Maps, maybe check out the distance at different parts of the day so you can get a good idea of what it would be like to travel back and forth, especially if you do have to travel into the city or around some of the suburbs because of work, or if you have to travel to the airport. Let me get my pen here. One of the things I'd like to point out to you, if you are in Buford and you did have to travel to the airport is just a little south of the city of Atlanta, and if you had to go to the airport maybe due to work, or if you had to travel a couple of times a month because of work and you're wondering what was the distance, right now, like I shared with you, it'd probably take a little bit less than 1 hour to get from Buford down to the airport. But again, we would encourage you to check at different times of the day because congestion on 85 sometimes is more congestion at certain times of the day, especially when people are traveling into the city for work and coming back from work. If you're someone who wants to live in Buford, but maybe you have to work in Sandy Springs and Dunwoody, and you're wondering what would the travel time be, it does depend on what time of day. As I shared with you, get to the city of Atlanta, right now it's about 45 minutes. So it'd probably take you somewhere between 30 and 45 minutes based on traffic and when you do travel back and forth to work. But just be mindful of different times of the day, you might have a little bit more congestion. Also, we do have people that ask us, Matthew, we really like Buford. What is the distance to Lake Lanier? And this is a really large lake right here in North Georgia called Lake Lanier. If you want to get on the southern part of the lake right here from Buford, it's only about a 10-minute drive. So it's a really short distance to get to the southern part of the lake. There's a lot of different parks, a lot of different access points here to the lake on the southern part of the lake that a lot of people that live in Buford really have the opportunity to enjoy the lake life that Lake Lanier has to offer. Also, if you're in Buford and you're wondering, Matthew, I'd really like to maybe take a drive up to Dahlonega, maybe on a Saturday or Sunday, enjoy the Blue Ridge Mountains, maybe enjoy some of the wineries up in Dahlonega, and you want to drive to Dahlonega. The easiest way to get there would be shooting over 20 here, and then also just going north on 400, also known as 19, is probably the easiest and best way to get there. If you did want to travel through Flower Branch and through Gainesville, there are some nice arteries like 60 that will take you up in this direction, but it might be a little bit faster to go up 400. But if you were interested in going to Dahlonega for the day, those would be the two easiest ways to go to Dahlonega. And to get to Dahlonega is a little bit less than 1 hour also. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about Dahlonega, about living in Dahlonega, or just what is there to do in Dahlonega, please check out my YouTube channel, my playlist. I have a great video, and also I do have a map tour of Dahlonega, but also I do have a blog tour of Dahlonega. I definitely would recommend that you check out that on my playlist. It gives you really good information, a deep dive of living in Dahlonega, and also what are some things to do. Like I shared with you, you have some really excellent wineries up there and a lot of different outdoor activities, especially being so close to the Blue Ridge Mountains.
By the way, my name is Matthew. I'm a real estate agent here in Georgia. I also moved to Georgia from Florida over 16 years ago and been loving ever since. And welcome to my channel, North Georgia Life, where we cover everything there is to know about living in North Georgia and the surrounding suburbs, including the best neighborhoods, things to do so you get a really good idea what it's like living here. Make sure you subscribe below so you'll be the first to learn about the current market here in Buford, Georgia. My team and I love helping people just like you make a move here, even if that's in 5 days or 9 months. So give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. You can even schedule a Zoom call with us. All our contact information is right here on the screen. We'd love to help you make a smooth move here to Buford or one of the surrounding suburbs.
Okay, so let's take a look here. If you are looking at coming into Atlanta, maybe you're going to be meeting with myself or one of my team members, and you're going to be flying into Atlanta. I'd like to show you some different ways to get to Buford. If you're wondering, if I flew into Atlanta, like I said, Atlanta Airport's right around here. You would go through the city of Atlanta. One way to get to Buford, you just head north on 400, also known as 19. And that just takes you all the way north through Alpharetta and also to Cumming. Once you get to Cumming, Georgia, there's a nice road called Highway 20. The really great thing about Highway 20 is between Cumming, Buford, Flower Branch, in this area right there, Highway 20 has already been widened to a 4-lane highway, 2 lanes on both sides, so it's really easy to travel between Cumming and Buford. So that's just one way to get to Buford from the airport. If you're meeting myself or one of my team members, maybe in Buford or one of the suburbs around Buford. Another way, if you're interested in traveling up 85 outside of the city, you just take 85 north, and 85 continues going north. And then it's going to split off to 985 right here. And then you have some arteries right there that you can jump onto the road, the arteries there to get to the Buford area. So those are the 2 best ways to get to Buford if you are going to be flying into Atlanta Airport to meet either myself or one of my team members. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the roads and arteries that go through Buford, around Buford, especially if you're looking at some homes and communities in Buford and you're wondering what are the good roads and arteries to be aware of. Maybe you need to commute into Atlanta, maybe you have to go towards Cumming. You just want to know what are some of the good roads that go through Buford and around Buford. So as you're looking at different communities, we always encourage our buyers to be mindful of different roads just because it makes life a lot easier when you can get around the area that you're living in and you're not stuck in maybe some of the traffic, or you're in a community that's sort of tucked away and it takes you 5 or 10 minutes to get to some of the main roads to get across town. So as I shared with you earlier, this is Highway 85 that comes up from Atlanta, and from here it splits into 985. And at this exit here, which is also where you have the Mall of Georgia, which is a huge mall here in Gwinnett County, you would take Highway 20, and Highway 20 goes through Sugar Hill and continues in this direction towards Cumming. And this is the highway I shared with you that is a 4-lane highway from Cumming over to Sugar Hill to Buford. It's 2 lanes on both sides, so it is a great highway to be able to travel east and west. If you from Sugar Hill you want to go into Buford, there is a road here called McEver Road. This is a good road that a lot of people like traveling through that goes north and south. Also, this road here is 23, also known as Buford Highway, and this also goes north and south and also goes to the Buford area. And again, you do have 985 that goes, once it splits here, it does continue north towards the Gainesville area. And another good road here is called the Peachtree Industrial Boulevard, which is right here, and this goes through Swanee, goes through Sugar Hill, and again turns into McEver Road here. And then also this road here is called Buford Dam Road, which goes along Lake Lanier that goes east and west. So those are the main roads for you to be aware of if you're looking at Google Maps and you're just trying to figure out, what are these roads, where do they go? These are the really good roads to be aware of when you're looking at the different communities here in the Buford, Georgia area. Okay, let's jump over to niche.com. Niche.com is a third-party website we always have our buyers take a look at. There are several websites that you can do research, but niche.com is just one of those websites that a lot of our buyers will take a look at just to get a overview of what their overall grade for a suburb that looking at here in Georgia. So here's niche.com, and again, it's Buford, Georgia. And niche.com, the overall grade was an A. And actually, niche.com says Buford, Georgia is number 2 in the best place to raise a family here in Gwinnett County. In regards to public schools, niche.com gave Buford, Georgia an A+. Housing, they gave it a B. Good for families, they gave it an A+. They did not rate the crime and safety here on niche.com. Nightlife, they gave it a B, and diversity, they gave it a A+. If you scroll down, niche.com says that the population here in Buford, Georgia is 17,611 people that live in Buford, Georgia. The median home value is a little bit over $346,000, and the median rent, if you're going to rent in Buford, is a little bit over $1,200 a month. The breakdown of people that rent versus own in Buford is 30% of the people that live there rent, and 70% of the people that live there actually own their home. If you scroll down, again, it shows you a little bit of the area that we're discussing today. And then also down here, niche.com ranked Buford places with the best public schools in Georgia, ranked at number 1 out of 292. Also, niche.com ranked Buford number 1 out of 166 with suburbs with the best public schools in Georgia. And then also it says ranked at number 13 out of 166 for best suburbs to raise a family in Georgia. Again, it didn't give a rating for crime and safety. If you look at residence diversity, it gave it an A+. Working in Buford gave it a B+. Says that the median household income in Buford is a little bit over $71,000 a year. And also here, in regards to public schools, niche.com gave the public schools here all an A+. So we always do encourage our buyers, if you are looking at a home specifically because of the school district, we always encourage you to take a look at schooldigger.com or one of those websites. Make sure you check out the ratings of any school before you make a determination on purchasing a home because of the school district it's in. So let's take a look over here back on Google Maps. One of the things I like to share with you, we always, we work with a lot of buyers that have purchased in Buford, Georgia and around Buford, Georgia, and we're always asking for feedback. Why are they are looking at moving to Buford? What do they, since they've moved to Buford, what do they like about Buford? So we can share it with you here on our YouTube channel. And it has come up, these are sort of the common themes that we've heard from our buyers that are looking at moving to Buford or that have moved to Buford. The first thing they have shared with us is the highly rated schools. Specifically in the city of Buford, the city of Buford has some really great, excellent schools. But again, make sure you check out schooldigger.com or one of those websites. Determine the ratings at any school before you make a determination on purchasing home. The other thing we hear is that, as I shared with you, Buford is only 10 minutes from Lake Lanier. So the access to Lake Lanier is a really big selling point for Buford. A lot of people like being in Buford because they're so close to Lake Lanier, to the different lake life activities, the parks, having access to boating, fishing, jet skiing. There's a resort here. There's a golf course here on the lake. So there's a lot of different things that you can do here in the lake. A lot of people like to enjoy living in Buford because they're so close to the lake. The other thing we hear is the affordability of home options in Buford as compared to other suburbs. You have a lot more home options, affordability. And also in Buford, you do have a good mix of some townhomes and single family homes where there are other suburbs that might be more heavy on the single family homes. So you do have a nice variety of townhomes and also single family homes if you are looking at the variety, different type of home options. Another thing that we hear from our buyers is that Buford has a lot of vibrant shopping, dining options, especially in the downtown area that we'll be showing you later today here on our video. Also the location of all the stores. You have a Home Depot, you have Walmart right here on 20. You have several different type of restaurants and stores. Also, you do have a lot of different car dealerships here. But another big point that people really enjoy is the Mall of Georgia, which is right here. And the Mall of Georgia is a huge mall. It's at least 2 stories tall. I think it has over 200 stores. So people that live in Buford like to have the access to all the different stores here on Highway 20. The other thing that we hear from people is the access, easy access to 985 and 85 to get down to Atlanta. Also, a lot of the outdoor activity and parks. And also, we have a good, strong market here, employment market And also the people share with us is just the overall sense of community here in Buford. It's still a growing community, a lot of development going on, but still a smaller community, so people really enjoy that. So I think that really reflects on what we're seeing on niche.com in regards to what niche.com has rated Buford, Georgia, their overall grade. One of the things I really enjoy about living in Georgia is that all these different suburbs have really a really rich history that I love sharing with you as we look at these different suburbs. And in Buford, Georgia has really a rich history along the leather industry. Buford became well known as the leather city. It really took off, Buford did, in regards to the 19th century. The Bonnet Alley Company in Buford really was a very prosperous company that produced different type of leather products like saddles, shoes, anything related to leather. And it really took off and became really well known. And actually the company gained a lot of fame in regards to the type of leather products that it produced. And Hollywood stars such as Roy Rogers would use their different leather products in their movies when producing them. Buford was founded in 1872 along Atlanta and the Richmond Airline Railroad. Really, Buford really started to take off once the railroad was established and connected Buford with the city of Atlanta. And actually, a lot of people ask us, well, Matthew, how did they come up with the name Buford? And actually, the gentleman, Mr. Buford, who was the president of the railroad, this suburb was named after him, and that's how it came about in regards to the name of Buford. Now today, Buford is really known for its historic charm here in the downtown area, the vibrant downtown area, also being so close to Lakeland area, as I shared with you, the Mall of Georgia. And also the city of Buford is well known for its excellent schools. A lot of people are attracted to the city of Buford because of the school districts. So it is really a growing suburb, as I shared with you, but still a small suburb, which people are really enjoying having that suburb, but it is starting to grow. More and more people are moving to the Buford area because of the location and everything that the Buford, Georgia has to offer. And I just want to draw, this is the historic downtown Buford area. If you're wondering where's the location of where all these stores, all these restaurants, I'm aware of the historic downtown area. This is just, again, not to scale, but that is the main area that we're going to be highlighting and talking about, the downtown area. Got a lot of boutique shops there, antique stores. So I just want to show you here on Google Maps where the area we're going to be talking about and highlighting some of the different restaurants. Okay, so I have just done a little search here on Google Maps and just put in restaurants in and around the downtown area of Buford, and this is what you'll see. Just want to zoom in a little bit here. As you can see here, you have a lot of different restaurants and stores. Also, Tanner Row Ale House, a really well-known restaurant that a lot of people like coming to. People really can enjoy themselves. Just want to click here so you can see what some of the pictures are. As you can see here, they got some live concerts, some really delicious food. Also, if you enjoy beer, this is a really great place to go to. But this is a really active restaurant that people go to, that you can also listen to the live music there. I'm just going to click back so we can take a look at something else here. Okay, another place I'd like to highlight to you. Let's see here. If you do like Mexican, we have Off the Rails. This is a nice Mexican restaurant right here in the downtown area. A lot of people enjoy coming here, enjoying the Mexican food. So if you do enjoy delicious Mexican food, we'd recommend that you come and take a look at this restaurant and visit. As you can see here, here's a picture from the downtown area just to get an idea of what it looks like. Also, this one here, this other restaurant here, Barebone Steakhouse, this is really well known also as a go-to steakhouse, really in a rustic yet elegant setting. A lot of people like coming here too, especially if you do like different type of steaks, food. One of the great things about living in North Georgia and also in the Buford area and the surrounding suburbs is that we do have a lot of different farms right here in and around the North Georgia area. So a lot of these restaurants get some really fresh Angus steaks. They get some really fresh vegetables from the gardens that are delivered here to the restaurant. So that's one of the things I've really enjoyed about Georgia, especially moving here from Florida. There's really all the fresh food that's available here that comes right from the farms. So you can really taste the delicious food that is available here in Georgia. Okay, let's take a look at all the different parks and trails in Buford, around Buford. A lot of people really enjoy living in the suburbs because they love the outdoor activities. They love the fresh air. They love to be active and walking with their kiddos or maybe their pets. So a lot of our buyers are always interested in knowing what are some of the parks in Buford. One of the great things about living in Buford is we do have the suburbs around Buford, like Sugar Hill, Cumming, Georgia. We have Swanee, Alpharetta. We have Gainesville, a little bit north of us here. So if you were interested in seeing what those suburbs have in regards to parks and trails, you can utilize those also. So that's one of the great things is you have a lot of different options. But if you're wondering what's right here in Buford, the first thing I'd like to show you is Lake Lanier. And the Buford Dam Park, which is right here on Buford Dam Road, is a really well-known park here in Buford that a lot of people enjoy going to. Actually, this park has scenic views of Lake Lanier, as you can see here. Got some hiking trails and also got a nice little beach here, so you can come here during the spring and summertime. And also they do have some picnic areas with lake access, but you can see here some really beautiful trails, really enjoying the lake. Got some people here fishing. So you can see why people like coming to the Buford Dam Park. And as you can see here, right close to Buford Dam Park, you do have some other parks. You have the Lake Lanier Park right here. And also you do have a campground here called Shoal Creek Campground that you can stay at if you want to bring your RVs and stay overnight. So you have a lot of different activities right there on Lake Lanier. The next park I'd like to share with you here is in the Buford area. You got the Buford City Park right here. And this is if you're in the downtown area and you're wondering, well, what's right in downtown? Don't really want to drive over by the lake. What is available here just in the downtown area? Would it be the Buford City Park? As you can see here, this park has a playground. Actually got some sports. You got some baseball fields. You have a lot of different sport activities right here at the park that a lot of the kiddos come and play. You can see here the family really enjoy themselves with the kiddos. Actually got some tennis courts. So we also have picnic areas. You got some playground. As you can see here, here's the picnic areas, playground. And also you got some walking paths here at the Buford City Park. So I just want to highlight those to you. If you're like Matthew, where are some of the trails? I like to walk. Like to stretch my legs. If you did go to Swanee, downtown Swanee here by the Swanee Town Center, zoom in a little bit if I can see it here, right here close to the Swanee Town Center, you actually have the Swanee Creek Greenway, and it connects several of the parks here in Swanee. It's about 4 miles and it's really close to Buford. So a lot of people who want to, walk maybe like I said, it's 4 miles if you want to get on a nice trail, and also it does connect to several different parks in Swanee. That is just a really short drive from Buford to get down to the Swanee Creek Greenway. We definitely recommend that you take a look at that. Okay, let's jump over to my FMS system. This is just showing the different homes that are available for sale. I just did a general search, nothing very specific. Just look for homes for sale in Buford, in the Gwinnett County. And you can see everything in green here is all the different homes that are available for sale here in Buford. As I shared with you, great thing about Buford, you got a good variety of different homes. Now I'm only searching for single family homes. I didn't do a search for townhomes. Also something, if you are looking at new construction or interested in new construction, please let us know. There are several different new construction communities here in Buford that are being built. There are single family new construction communities, and also there are townhome communities. We have several different builders, just to name a few. We got the Providence Group, we have Lanier, and we also have Taylor Morris. So those are just a couple new construction builders that are in Buford. So if you are interested in new construction, please let us know. Put a comment below here in our video. Let us know if you are interested in that. We would be able to, more than happy to show you what are some of those new construction communities here in Buford if you're looking for new construction. So I'm just going to zoom in here. I've identified a couple homes just to show you, just to give you a little idea of a little flavor of what the homes are like here in Buford. This one I picked is really close to the downtown area. Now, just want to highlight this home to you. This home is listed for $699,900. It is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home. It's a 2-story home. Has a little bit over 3,200 square feet and was built in 2020. And I just want to show you here. Also want to make sure does not have a basement, and this community does have a homeowner association, but no school, no tennis courts, no pool or tennis courts. but it is near the trails and greenway near schools. Just want to always highlight that to you. Just give you some pictures. Nice car front picture of the house, nice wood floors, nice entryway, nice formal dining area, family room overlooking the kitchen, nice white cabinets, nice stainless steel appliances there in the kitchen. So nice granite countertops. So really nice, beautiful home. Also just want to highlight the schools. If you have some kiddos in elementary school, this home is, the district is the Buford Elementary School. Also it's the Buford Middle School and also the Buford High School. Those are the different schools that this home is districts to if you do have kiddos in those different elementary, middle, high school. So let's go back to the map here. Okay, the last home I'd like to show you is over here on the east-west side. It's actually east of 985, close to 95 here in Buford. I just want to show you this beautiful home. This home is listed for $724,000. It's in the Hedros community. It actually has a total of 5 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms. It's built in 2003 and it has a little bit over 6,000 square feet, which also includes the basement. It says here that the basement is unfinished, so it's something that if you had a growing family, you could finish the basement in the future to give you some more livable space. I just wanted to click on this home so you have a good idea what it looks like. Some nice wood floors, really nice high ceilings, nice windows to bring some natural light in. I give you some idea. Looks like they stage it with some virtual staging, give you an idea what it looks like. It has furniture in it and then also shows you without the furniture. Nice piece of property if you want a nice backyard with a deck. You can have the kiddos out there playing while you're cooking your hamburgers, your steak, or your salmon there on the grill. Nice 3-car garage. So really beautiful home here. Also just want to take a look to see if it does have homeowner association. It does. And this community does have a pool and tennis courts, and also it says it has a clubhouse, and also it's close to a park. So I just wanted to show you a couple of the homes here in Buford, Georgia, so you can get a good idea of what are your different home options if you're interested in moving to Buford, Georgia.
We hope that today's journey through Buford, Georgia really answered your questions and also gave you a real glimpse into what makes this place special. Whether you're considering moving here in 5 days or 9 months, or you're just curious what life would look like living here, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All our contact information is right here on the screen. We also down in the description below have a link to our Zoom calendar if you'd like to schedule a time with either myself or one of my team members. We'd love to help you answer any of your questions so you can find the right home based on your budget and your lifestyle. Also, make sure you check out our playlist. We have other great videos just like this one with great content about living in Buford, Georgia, or one of the surrounding suburbs. And until next time, as we always say here on our channel, North Georgia Life, we make the world a better place, one person, one family, one investor at a time through the power of real estate.